to the city of Georgetown and its impressive startup ecosystem. Just give me 1 second before I share my screen to introduce Georgetown. So here you go. Here's the dashboard of Georgetown. It's nice to see you, May. Of course, joining us is May Nang. May is the manager for brand communications and marketing for Digital Penang. Yeah, before you start, May, just showing the dashboard here. So real quick, Georgetown is 8th in Southeast Asia, 341st worldwide, and 2nd in Malaysia. Okay, so thank you again, May, for joining us. I'll leave it to you now. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen. Good morning to all of you and good afternoon from Malaysia. So just to share who we are. So Digital Penang, we are a Penang state government agency that was established in April 2020. So that was amid the lockdown, and some of the key pillars that we're looking at our role in driving the Penang state government digital pillars are in governance, economy, community, and infrastructure. And our mission really is how we can leverage technologies and extend it to how startups can leverage on the software side. On top of that, we will also look into bridging the digital gap in the community, as well as the data-driven governance. Yeah. So where are we located? So in Malaysia, we are located at the northern part of Penang, of Malaysia, sorry. We are actually slightly bigger than Singapore. So you can see here, it's actually split into half. You have Penang Island on your left and mainland. So there are two bridges that connects the mainland and the island. With a population of 1.8 million, the community or other citizens are mostly speaking in English, Bahasa being the secondary, and as well as other languages. And just to share a little background as well, one of the key economy pillars for Penang is the manufacturing ecosystem. So both in the island and mainland, with the 50 years of excellence, it has established the state in driving the economic pillar. With that, we are also looking at how some of the tech startups can leverage in the software side, to bridge the manufacturing ecosystem. So if we are looking here, this was what Martin has shared earlier, our ranking in the ecosystem. In Malaysia, we are second after Selangor, of course, or rather Kuala Lumpur. And in Southeast Asia, we're ranked number 8. Just to share with everyone the tech startup ecosystem in Penang. So being a 2-year young agency, we work very closely with the federal agencies such as MDEC, the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, and the other ministries as well. In Penang itself, we have incubators here, 5 incubators to be specific. Not only that, so in order to drive and build the talent pipeline and also to encourage entrepreneurs in the state, we also work with universities. So this is a very sustainable ecosystem that we're looking at. Not only that, we are building the community as well as interest groups. So what you see here on the left are some of the co-working spaces in Penang. And we are also looking into the Penang Games Dev community, which is run by Digital Penang, called PGDX. We also work very closely with Google developers. So they often have events and community building programs with us as well. In Penang itself, we have more than 60 startups. Yeah, so I believe, I'm not sure if some of you guys know, Job Street, one of the startup that kicked off their business journey in Penang. Now it is global, and some call outs that we'll also put in here would be PictoChart, Canva alike, and we also have startups in the blockchain ecosystem. So how does our ecosystem works? We have a Founders Grid Seed program whereby we get these startups to register. They will undergo a bootcamp, get mentorship from us and also some of our mentor ecosystem partners, with an opportunity to seek funding. So there are tech and startup related events and webinars, allowing them the opportunity for matchmaking. Not only that, we provide startups an opportunity to seek market access. Recently, we had the World Congress of Innovation and Technology in Penang. So we also invited some of the startups to showcase their products and services at an international level. Some of the tech focus areas in Penang that we're looking at right now and also moving forward would be AI, retail tech, smart cities, edutech, health tech, fintech, food tech, blockchain, and the Internet of Things. Just to also share some of the exhibitions, some of our startups have participated. Yeah, we invited them to some of these events. Polygon, we even have a representative here in Penang as well in the blockchain. Agritech, because in Penang, especially on the mainland itself, there's a vast land for plantation and agriculture. So we have startups working on IoT and agri-tech on that, as well as eClimo, who also has Revo bikes, the electric bikes, and drones. And what you see here on your left, this startup is working towards reducing carbon footprint with their solution through paperless receipts. So how are we, encouraging startups and providing them the mentorship for those who are new in the ecosystem? So we work together with the incubators in Penang through a matching grant, and the startups will also have credits in AWS and Freshworks. And to also drive the talent pipeline, in the tech startup ecosystem, because the universities that we have here are producing talents in the electrical engineering, programmers, developers. And with that, through this program called Idea Pesta, we're working closely with universities to build a program as part of a ideation of sort to drive talent. And this is mostly in their final year project. We also invite, if any of you guys would like to, any of the startup ecosystems, countries, tech startups in other countries can also have their events here in Georgetown, Penang. We do provide event cost sponsorships and venue sponsorships. And this is very much to drive the ecosystem. Yeah, we want to have an exchange between international and local tech startups. These are some of the federal program incentives by MDEC, which also includes things like tax incentives for digital nomad. You can get the passes, and also fundraising of funding opportunities. So all these, I wouldn't share it too much here, but you can visit mdec.my as well as My Startup, also another federal agency that drives a lot of initiatives in hackathons to encourage more innovators, software engineers, and accelerator and pre-accelerator programs. Last but not least, so In February 2020, the Chief Minister of Penang announced the Creative Digital District. This is located in the heritage area of Penang, located very central. This is in the town area, which is just 15 minutes from the airport, from the Penang International Airport. So Malaysia, Georgetown is a capital of Penang and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We also are looking towards how we can evolve the heritage character of Georgetown into a city campus where we can see the convergence of creative and digital businesses thrive in this vicinity. And fun fact, so aside from the Penang International Airport and one of the largest convention center in Penang, this district is the third location that is powered with 5G, which will be launched in phases. So if you're interested to kickstart your startup or invest in Penang, feel free to email us. Drop us an email at contact@digitalpenang.my. The vicinity is very close to financial, education, waterfront and leisure, retail and commercial precincts. All right, that's all from my end. Thank you, Martin and Catherine. Thank you, StartupBlink.